With my podcast, we're going to be bringing you discussions and personal commentary on music, entertainment, celebrities, politics, love, health, and happiness. So do you want the tea? Well, simply talk with TURKBISH. Just talk with me.
I spend time and I spend energy and I spend effort and I spend everything I have, every fiber of my being to give people quality.
Are y'all here? Come on in the room. Come on in the room, yeah. Turkey is your blogger. He got all of the tea for you. He brings all of your messiness in the room. A lot of y'all bitches would like to say that about me anyway. I mean, y'all like to talk about me. But we are here on a new episode of Talk with Turk. And I'm just feeling myself. And I have every right to feel myself. I'm still humble. But the good news, you guys, I'm going to start off with that. Because I feel like good news is always great to start off with. We have a wonderful show today. Y'all are going to love it. Have me a special guest, and I'll introduce them a little later. Y'all already know what's going on. You see the cover. You see who it is. But they're going to get an official introduction from me later. After we play some music, then we're going to get into some things. So, a lot of y'all, I'll be posting my chart history and chart success on my social medias, and I was aiming to be back on the USA charts on the Apple Podcasts and Entertainment News, and I did just that. Or should I say, we did just that. I want to thank y'all for listening. We charted in at number 86, and it went up 11 spots within last night, but overall it went up 47 spots. So I want to thank you guys. We charted at number 86, Apple Podcasts. Thank you for listening on the platform. We charted at number 99 on Apple Podcasts in Turkey, in the country Turkey. Turkey is charting in Turkey. Right. You know, look, listen. We all can brag a little bit. When you have been working hard and you finally seeing results and you're seeing what the power of work ethic does for you, y'all gonna work too. Trust me, you gonna brag too. So listen, what I'm really excited about is that I watch a few podcasts on the daily. Joe Budden, TGIF, Tamar Braxton's Get Your Life, and a plethora of others, DJ Academics. Anything dealing with entertainment news, I'm usually listening in and seeing what I could do to change up my show or make it more interesting, make it more fun and more interactive, and making sure I bring you that good gossip and that good news. Well, it looks like we've been doing just that, y'all. So look, I have charted with two of my favorite podcasts in between them. At number 83 is TGIF, which is Claudia Funky Dineva, who is my favorite. I look up to him as far as YouTubing and blogging and being a blogger and being a gossiper for entertainment news. I look up to him. And Al Reynolds, shout out to them at TGIF. They charted at number 83. And I charted alongside Tamar Braxton, Get Your Life podcast. She charted at 89, and I charted above Tamar Braxton, y'all, at 86. 86. I am just amazed. I am grateful. I am thankful. And I'm about to light this blizzy. Can y'all hear it? I know you can. Listen, and I'm about to sip my little wine. I got me some wine sitting right here today, y'all, because today is a good show. We are here. We are trying to make it in this world. You have to find your niche, you guys. Stick with it and be steadfast. Learn more about your craft. The more you learn, the more you know, and the more successful you may be. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. If there's anybody out there that is wanting to learn how to have a successful chart-topping podcast like me, hit me up, DM me. I am now offering classes, informational sessions on how to do it. You'll only need one class, and you can sign up for a fee of $75. You'll get all the information that you need in one class on what to do. Get your pen and pad, and I'll let you know what you need to do. All the ins and outs, all the analytics, because I have been studying. I'm still learning, and it's going to take some time for me to know what I'm doing fully. So I just want to commend everybody out there who's following a dream, who's following a passion. And don't worry about what nobody has to say, y'all. Listen, y'all don't have to care about what people are saying. People want to talk whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. So that's not something that you should always be hooked up on and thinking about, because I had gotten to that place at one point. I was always worried about how I look to others, or trying to defend my character, or trying to defend my image, or who I was as a person, because there were a lot of people out there, and still out there, who are working against me, who don't like me, who don't care for me. But I'm going to always be me authentically, and that's all that we should offer. And if those people don't accept you for you, move the fuck on. And I'm just talking some real shit right now, because I had to let a lot of motherfuckers go, a lot of leeches. I had to let go a lot of dusty head bitches, so that I can continue to level up and grow. And I have much more news. Oh my God, I cannot wait to spill some news, but it's gonna come in future episodes. I can't tell you all the good gossip and good juice right now, but trust and believe. When I say Talk with Turk is on the up, it's definitely on the up. And all those people who doubted me, who was saying this and who was saying that about me, you're going to see it in time. Because everything I say, they're going to see it in time. Tell them bitches get a stick, I'm done leading the blind. And that's period. That's on period. So listen, I'm not going to take too much of the time in this introduction before we get to the next part of the show. We're going to definitely play some good tunes, some good music. Can't wait to see what I'm going to play for y'all in a few. Don't forget, if you're on Spotify, if you have a Spotify account, you're able to listen to my episodes and listen to the full music, get full access to the episodes. Why don't you? Just download that Spotify so we can be on the Spotify charts too, like we killing the Apple charts in 5 countries. So download Spotify, you guys. You can catch me on every platform there is to offer. There's not one platform that I am not on. You can even Google me. Google TURKBISH. The name is copyrighted, trademarked, all of that. My podcast is copywritten. You can't steal nothing over here, boo-boo. Listen. Catch me on YouTube, catch me on Audible, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Apple iTunes, stream on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Stitcher, and you can visit my Anchor profile for more platforms. Yes. Listen, I'm just hyped, y'all. I'm a little tipsy too, but the last thing I want to leave off by saying is I forgive a lot of you that I was harboring hate for. I wasn't able to forgive some of you people that's out there because you hurt me to my core and you did some malicious things to me that ultimately held me back because I was in such an emotional and mental state thinking that I couldn't do anything without some of you guys. And I have proved those same people wrong 10 times fold. And there's nothing that I need from anybody anymore. I want to shout out to someone I'm falling in love with. He knows who he is. I love you, baby. If you're listening to this, my Hezzy Bear. But just being in a new space, new environment, having new people around me, and learning new things just have really opened my eyes up to a lot of things. And I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy where we are. And like I said, it's only up from here, baby. So shout out to all my content creators out there. Continue to do your thing. I love y'all. Continue to support me with Talk with TURKBISH. I have an interview coming up next. I'm going to bring them on in and let you guys get a little feel, a little taste, and listen to them. So I'm excited to bring her on. I love her. She is an amazing woman, and she is out here grinding and trying to do her thing. So I definitely want to make sure we display her in a great light. So we're going to catch that up next. Go ahead and tune in for some good tunes. I'll be back. Welcome back to an all-new episode of Talk with TURKBISH. I want to thank all of my listeners out there for continued support, for your continued streaming. We are now on all platforms streaming, so you can catch me anytime, any place, just like Janet Jackson said. But I have a very special guest in the building today. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to be able to be a part of this with them and interview them. I'm going to go ahead and introduce them. So today my special guest is Miss Sapphire Eden. She is an American television personality and actress who is famously known from being a cast member of popular reality shows Black Ink Crew and Jocelyn's Cabaret and Movies, The Trap, and The After Party. With all of the endeavors, Sapphire is gearing up to release her very first single, Your Love, which is set to premiere this Valentine's Day. Sapphire also is working on a self-help book to help mentor younger girls on how to navigate the game. So without further introduction, I want to introduce Miss Sapphire. How are you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Of course. No, it is a pleasure to have you. First of all, I want to say I'm grateful. Anybody that is a public figure and is out there working in the industry, I always thank them because you guys are the reason that I'm able to continue to slay on the charts. And I just know that me and you are going to have another hit with it as well. So I just want to thank you, and I want to shout you out because you were my favorite on Jocelyn's Cabaret. Aww. And I just fell in love with you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Like that experience definitely, it kind of showed me who I was, going back and looking at the episodes, and I really appreciate everybody that supported the show and just, really real, that recognized real. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, I don't want to get into much about the show. We're going to get into much more about your personal life and your career that you have coming up in music. But the only other question I do have for you, how was it living in a house with so many females? I mean, just for myself, I know that living with my siblings, sometimes was annoying. How was it for you, just living in that house?
You know what? At moments, it just felt like being probably like in college or living in a dorm, you know what I'm saying, with just all the women's personalities. But it wasn't really that bad. I guess, working in the atmosphere, the bar lifestyle, you're around way more women than that on a consistent basis. So it wasn't that bad, especially like having Lucky there, like, you know what I'm saying? So when I get upset, she was there. When she was upset, I was there. So it made it a lot easier.
That's good. Just building that sisterhood and, build strong connections with people. I understand. Now, before we get into the music, the other thing that I wanted to ask, your background and your history in life, how you grew up, things of that nature to get to where you are today. How was that for you?
Well, I'm going to kind of share a little bit of that. in my book. When
I do see that you are making music. I was able to hear a small snippet before it is actually released. Now let's talk about this music. What inspired you to start making music, and who are your musical inspirations?
well, who started me to want to make music is honestly, before I ever was an entertainer, that was really my lane. Like in my
Mm-hmm.
younger teens, I loved to sing, talent show. I was very into music before I ever became an entertainer. But I could say some really close friends of mine that's in my life now gave me that push to really just get in the studio, just try. Like, I mean, they were
Mm-hmm.
like on my heels, and I really thank God for them and appreciate them for even, believing in me, seeing something that I didn't see. And
Right.
it's kind of like I had things that I wanted to get off my chest, talking to my son, father, explaining things to him before he passed away, and
Mm-hmm.
then being gone, working a lot, being away from my kids. At times, I wanted them to really know like why I hustle the way I do, why I'm doing it. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how my first single, For Your Love, was kind of created. It was, I used to call them my three amigos. So it
Oh,
basically was just like from my heart to them. And they ended up being.
lost you again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's like your service is going in and out. Are you like near? Are you on Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Should I be
Okay.
on Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's fine. Wi-Fi is the best for quality. I don't know why it's doing that, but
And I'm
we'll
sitting by the window, so I should be like getting good service.
good service,
I
right?
got 4 bars.
We'll try to get through it then. But I mean, I was listening to what you were saying. Now, how difficult was it for you to transition from reality star actress to now gearing up to release your music to the world?
I feel like it wasn't hard at all. I've always liked to have my hands at a lot of things. And just the entertainment business, period, is something that I'm into. So I feel like it was more exciting. I was a little nervous, but it was more exciting than anything because it's like, wow, I finally did something that I've been wanting to do since I was 17, and I
Mm-hmm.
finally did it now. And I think, like, you know, by him passing away, but at this point in my life, I'm just doing what makes me happy and what makes my kids happy, and I would love to touch hearts in the process. So I'm just focused on the positivity that I get and not so much the negativity.
And that's good that you say that. I'm glad you say that because a lot of people, they're so focused on what do the fans want, or what should I give to the music industry to make them happy, and it's more so about making people feel good, if anything, because that's what music is supposed to be made for. And I say this all the time: we get so stuck up on sales and things of that nature. If I limited myself to listening to music that was just only on the Billboard charts, I wouldn't have a great music catalog in my phone or in my computer. So
Exactly.
I think that's what music is made for solely. And I just think this new time we're in, people get caught up on those things. So I'm glad that you said that. That was a very interesting point that you made. Now, saying that, for you, which aspects of the entertainment industry do you love and gravitate towards the most? We know you're a dancer, actress, and all-around entrepreneur, which has the heart the most. So which aspects do you think you love and gravitate towards the most?
I would love to get more into really doing like plays and more serious roles, like acting, because reality TV is kind of like you're just thrown in a scenario and whatever happens kind
Mm-hmm.
of happens. And sometimes it could tend to be toxic
Right.
experiences more than the positivity that I thought was going to come out.
Of course. I can hear you now. What
Okay.
inspired you the most for your single "For Your Love"?
My children and my youngest, his father passing away. I had actually started writing the song when he was alive. And I
Mm-hmm.
thank God that he got to hear part of it. And I feel like our relationship got way better after that because we were like closer than we had ever been before he
Mm-hmm.
passed. And the motivation and the drive behind it after that happened, just like I was in a real dark place. And I was like, I got to finish this song to get this off my chest of how I feel about them. And like I said, my friends in my corner just pushing me. I just finally went on and finished it. And it's like, I love it. And my son, they love it too. And my baby has me play it all the time.
That's amazing. I love that. And they probably can feel the emotion in the song too. That's probably why they want to hear it all the time, of course.
Yeah. It still makes me cry. Like that song definitely brings tears to my eyes. Because I just know it really came from my heart.
Okay, well, we definitely want to, promote your music up here, especially when it releases. I'm going to be able to refer back to the episode and put the actual song once you upload it to streaming platforms and put it in the episode for the people. But could you give people some lines from the song? What are some? What's your best 4 bars or 4 lines from the song?
I don't know. To me, all of my verses in that song are deep, like from the beginning to the end, because in the beginning is talking about grinding,
right,
and what I would like to do, and then in the middle is talking about why we broke up, how I felt about it, and then at the end it's talking about my boys and how I feel when I'm away from them. So I really don't have a specific favorite part, because the whole song meant the world to me, like, and I was just glad that I was able to wrap up so many feelings in like 3 minutes.
Right. It's probably so hard to do that as a songwriter anyway, I used to write,
being new at it, but I think I put it together well.
Well, I commend you on that, because it's hard, because I tried to write songs back in the day, and I found myself, having a tough time trying to write songs. It's hard trying to write your emotions, putting them into words sometimes,
it really
and seeing it on the paper, of course. Now, with that being said, the single comes out on February 14th, I believe.
Yes, it's for pre-order right now. So it's available to pre-order on iTunes, Amazon Music, but it will actually drop on Valentine's Day.
Right. So listeners, y'all hear that? Go ahead and pre-order the song, and it'll pop up in your phone on Valentine's Day, letting you know that Sapphire's song is out. So all my listeners out in Turkey, Sweden, Germany, in the US, and I don't want to forget anybody. I can't remember. Russia. Sorry. To all my listeners, I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. And I don't know what y'all streaming rights and rules are over there, but if you're able to pre-order it in the US, go ahead and do so as well, and make sure that we support another Black musician that is trying to make it in the game. Now, being that we have your first song already recorded, it's about to release, is there a theme for the album? How's the album coming along?
Well, I do have another single that I plan on dropping by spring.
Okay.
And that's a different side of me. So I would actually say my first single, the R&B single For Your Love, is straight me. It's just Tierra. That's from my heart. That's just me, right, and my feelings about my family. And I would say my second single is definitely, that's Sapphire. She talking shit. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like my first 2 singles will give people, like, either you're going to like one or you're going to like the other, but it's like, and then I'm working on an EP.
Okay, so we're excited. I'm definitely a fan, like I said. So I'm going to be waiting, and I want all of my listeners to become fans too. So, like I said, you guys make sure you go and download and pre-order that song. Another pun. But my next question for you is, who are some of your musical inspirations? Whether it's rap, R&B, gospel, all of that.
Okay, I've always loved Toni Braxton. I've always
loved
Tina Turner. I've always loved, I don't know why, I love Cisco, Drew Hill. I love all the older music. Like I'm a fan of it. And
me too.
Even Brandy has a sound. She got a couple cuts that I really like. Monica, these are all the people that I really grew up listening to.
Me too. That's crazy, because I always get a lot of flack for listening to old music.
Even Macy Gray, people not even hip. I loved her.
Yes, Macy Gray is epic. She's still out here writing, and she's still out here working, performing. She does a lot of weddings, for those that don't know, a lot of events and things of that nature, especially in Atlanta. So you guys don't sleep on Macy Gray at all.
Right. New artists. I love Ari. I like her.
Yes, those are great people. Now, I want to once again thank you, Sapphire, for this opportunity. and continue to wish nothing but great success over your career. Would you like to go ahead and introduce your song to the masses and let the people know who you are?
The song, I feel like anybody that's experienced heartbreak but still love that person and know that, we just needed time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this song is for those people.
Amen. Shout out to Sapphire. We love you. Continue to grind.
I love y'all too.
Do your thing. And I want to shout out Bammy. Shout out to my homeboy Bammy for helping me get this opportunity. Yes. I know you guys
Bammy
are close.
And Kay is the two in my life that are helping me so much with my new music venture. So I thank God for them.
Oh, we love to see it. People helping others and, doing it because it's out of genuine and pure love. And exactly. I want to thank you for doing this interview out of genuine, pure love as well. So
thank you for having me. It was an honor. I appreciate you so much.
Of course, and I appreciate you too. And I hope you have a great day. All my listeners out there, go ahead and check out Sapphire. You can catch up on her on reality TV. And now we're getting into her music. So shout out to Sapphire.
Hey.
All right, you guys, I am back. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who's continued to listen. Thank you to all my supporters in all of the countries that stream Talk with Turk. Shout out to everybody in Turkey, Russia, Germany, US, Sweden. I am appreciative of everybody. Run those numbers up. We got content coming in the next few weeks. We are on season 2, and I am excited to be here on this journey with you guys. So I'm going to talk a little bit hot topics for today, and later on in the last part of today's show, I'm going to play all of Nikki's interviews so that you, all the barbs for that have basically was not able to hear all of her interviews this week so far and her lives, I'm gonna post them for you because I got y'all. I told y'all this is for us, we fam. But I'm gonna bring you the tea because I just need to know, do we have a problem? 2 days left while I'm uploading this episode and editing and getting this finished, y'all. I'm tired. It's 4:16 a.m. right now, so you can only believe how tired I am right now. But other than that, let's move right on along and get into some hot topics. So first thing I want to talk about is Bobby Brown biography special and reality show coming to A&E in May. Now, we have been given so much Bobby Brown content, documentaries. He's been featured in so many shows that have anything to do with Whitney Houston. He stays booked, and he, rightfully so, he is keeping his title, King of R&B. Not just Whitney gave him the title, but he really is staying true to himself. He was able to still capitalize. He probably still can't perform and sing the way he used to, but he's still out here touring with New Edition and singing with New Edition, still on TV, different shows, docuseries, and now he's having a reality show and biography special. So I'm excited to see what that entails. That's coming up. So next thing I want to talk about is Normani. She acknowledges that it has been 200 days since the release of Wild Side. She promises that it won't be another 200 days. Now come on, Normani. We need you to hurry up and bring us some music. I am getting tired. I'm tired of waiting at this point. Your peers have given us content and music and visuals, and all of that good stuff. So what makes you think that you don't need to be doing the same? Okay, so we'll be waiting on Normani and see what she brings. I hope she brings a nasty R&B, pop-ish dance hit. I don't know what that sounds like, but I hope that she can really channel. Taraji P. Henson joins the Color Purple movie revival as Suge Avery. She is eagerly anticipated, and she has added another major star to the roster for this Color Purple movie. The big screen take on the classic narrative in one of the central roles, Taraji P. Henson. I think she's going to do a good job. We already know that she's a great actress. There's no denying that, of course. So shout out to Taraji P. Henson. Janet Jackson. Now, we just talked about the documentary on a previous episode of Talk with Turk, but I'm here to deliver the ratings news. There were so many people tuning in for this documentary. Janet Jackson documentary delivers a dynamite ratings with over 15 million total viewers. Well over 4 decades, she has been a name that has magnetized the masses, and this past weekend, the Queen of Pop proved why her reign is ever enduring. For with the ratings and the Legends truth-bearing Lifetime documentary is considered an official smash. So shout out to Janet Jackson. She is the imprint. She has ushered a lot of the girls that are in the game. I recently reposted a picture that had Janet and said, "Welcome to the School of Janet, classes in session." And on the side, it has all of her daughters: Beyonce, Janelle Monáe, Ciara, SZA, Maya, Tiana Taylor, Britney Spears, and my favorite, Tinashe. There's no denying the impact of this woman. She has an impact on an entire generation of females who are doing R&B and pop, and doing it so well, and trying to hold up to the standard of what Janet used to deliver us. She is the imprint for these girls. When you think about it, when it comes to being a black woman in the entertainment industry and trying to be mainstream, she's the imprint. She's the imprint. Dancing, singing, acting, all around entertainer. I mean, there's no other way to put it. So shout out to Janet Jackson. We love you. Beyonce returns and stuns in her new Ivy Heart line. So she ended a brief break from her social media moments ago, and she has various platforms. Her music's reigning, and we're waiting for her to now get on the ball with the music. We are waiting, Beyonce. You know we ready for this, girl. So bring it on, bring it on. So she has been promoting her Adidas Ivy Park in promotional pictures that she's been posting. Adele announces her Brit Awards performance 2022. So we'll be excited to see what she is delivering. The Game, if anybody has been keeping up with The Game as far as the show, y'all know, with Melanie and Derwin, it has been renewed for a second season on Paramount. So if you want to watch The Game, download Paramount. They have a whole bunch of content up there you would enjoy. I definitely suggest doing so. But they said that it's been good. I haven't had a chance to tune in and watch it yet, because it's bittersweet, because it's like I miss Melanie and Derwin, and I just wish that we can get them. So maybe they can work some things out, and we can see what the future entails for them. So everybody has been reacting to Rihanna's pregnancy. She posted her pregnancy pictures yesterday with A$AP Rocky. She looks so beautiful. At this point, y'all know that the music is not coming anytime soon. We're gonna wait till this baby drops. She might drop a single or two for y'all when the baby drops, and she might be ready to gear up. Kind of what Nicki was doing. Had the baby, took some time off to be a mother for her first 2 years, and you know, from that point, was ready to get back to work. We know that Rihanna is a billionaire, has Fenty and everything, all these endorsements, and she's a busy woman. And sometimes we might think she's not working on music, but she might just be working on the music, making it perfect. Perfect music does not happen overnight. creating art does not just happen overnight, you guys. So be patient with Rihanna and just be happy, be present in the moment. These are our girls that we grew up with. Beyonce, Rihanna, Nicki, and they're all transitioning to OGs, being OGs, you know? And I'm just excited for Rihanna, and I hope that she has a wonderful pregnancy and be blessed, of course. So, Mariah Carey to Michael Jackson. Rita Ora reveals the music that shaped her. She recently did a interview, and I think you guys should check that out. It was very enlightful, and I hate that her career didn't go as far as it could have been as a mainstream artist in the US, but you know, it happens. Doja Cat's video just recently came out. Get into it, yeah. And you know, of course, that samples the Nicki Minaj's Massive Attack cadence at the end. And I think she did Nicki justice. She always shows love to the queen, and Doja Cat's an amazing artist. So check that out, you guys. It's very trippy. I love it. A few more topics, and then we're going to close on out for tonight. So Whoopi Goldberg apologizes amid her backlash for saying the Holocaust wasn't about race. Now, if you get into what Whoopi was really trying to say, I think that the public really took it to heart. Of course, you know, they're going to look at it in such a way than what she was really trying to explain herself. But I get what she was saying, you know, it wasn't about race. It was really about dismantling, you know, people from having power. I understand what she was trying to say. It might not have came off in the best way, but I get what she was trying to say. But I'm going to play that for you here so that you can listen to what she was saying. Check this out.
Whoopi Goldberg is facing criticism for comments that she made on The View about the Holocaust.
The Holocaust isn't about race. No, it's not about race.
It is.
Well, no, it's about
a different race.
But it's not about race.
Goldberg made the comments during a discussion on a Tennessee school district's decision to ban the novel about the Holocaust, a novel rather. Goldberg later apologized, saying, quote, "On today's show, I said the Holocaust is not about race, but about man's inhumanity to man. I should have said it is about both. As Jonathan Greenblatt of the Anti-Defamation League shared, the Holocaust was about the Nazi systematic annihilation of the Jewish people who they deemed to be an inferior race. I stand corrected."
Now, up next, I want to talk about Brandy. She recently did a national anthem performance at a football game. So I want you guys to check this out. After we hear this, I'm going to come back, talk a little bit about Nicki, then I'll play all of those interviews for you. So, do we have a problem? Check this out. This is Brandy at the national anthem. She did so amazing.
So proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave
So as y'all can hear, she did so amazing. She sounded so good. Definitely goes in the books with the rest of the OGs. Beyonce, Jennifer, Mariah, Whitney. Who else? So many. Did Michael have one? I can't remember. But those are the main ones that I do remember. And it definitely goes down in the history books with the OGs. So shout out to Brandy. Do we have a problem, you guys? It is almost 5 o'clock a.m. while I'm recording this, and you guys will get it tomorrow. I'm actually going to upload it in a few hours, have some few things to submit, and get through to Spotify. Shout out to Spotify. Shout out to Anchor, who's distributing my podcast. I want to shout you guys out as usual. Thank you for continuing to deliver me my analytics and helping me promote and push my podcast even more and having it up on all platforms. So I appreciate that. But into Nicki. Nicki has done so many interviews already. She has so many more coming today, and up until she drops the single Do We Have a Problem featuring Lil Baby on Friday, which will be Thursday at midnight, really. So make sure you guys are tuned in. Go ahead and pre-save. Go to her profile and pre-save the song so that it will automatically download to your phone once that time comes. And you won't have to worry about nothing. We're going to enjoy the queen. I'm going to play these interviews so y'all can get into her, what she was saying. She has delivered us a lot of tea about, doing a versus possibility, and also, the direction of the album, what we can expect from her music, her and Papa Bear, her shouting out Rihanna and giving her congratulations for her pregnancy, and so much more, and working with female rappers in the future, hopefully. So we'll see what we'll have in store with Nicki. I can't wait to go live with the Barbs on Friday to celebrate, and we're going to celebrate Nicki in a great fashion, so I can't wait for that. And I'm going to play these interviews for you guys. I'm going to play some music first, and then it'll come back and play all of the Nicki interviews, and I hope you guys enjoy. So don't forget, do you want the tea? Well, simply talk with TURKBISH. Just talk with me.
Y'all, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me, y'all? Okay, y'all can hear me. So let me quickly say what I have to say. You guys, I'm about to drop the Do We Have a Problem trailer. What I was saying is that I wanted to thank Lil Baby for being just dope, super talented. I knew Lil Baby was talented, but he always surprises me more and more. So he bodied and murked. You guys are not going to hear his verse on this trailer, but y'all know how I am. I keep it very a billion. Oh, wait. Well, let me say this. The other day, I was recording something, and I ain't going to say no names. And I said heavy on it. And somebody said, oh, that's what Fabio be saying, right? That's his ad-lib. Shout out to Southside Jamaica Queens. Onika been saying heavy on it, okay? Shout out to all my niggas on Backway Boulevard. We been saying it. I posted that video when I shot the video with ASAP, Rocky, and Ferg. Saying heavy on it. So please don't play with me, okay? Fabio now. So yeah. So yes. So that was very funny. But, y'all, so Lil Baby bodied, murked. You guys will not hear his verse this time, but I just want to thank him. I want to thank P. P is just dope. Next level dope. They've been just very supportive with this whole situation, and I appreciate that very much. Okay, so I tapped in a little bit into the acting bag with this. So I want to thank Corey and I want to thank Joseph. You guys will know which Corey and which Joseph I'm talking about when you see the trailer. The trailer will be, I'm going to post the trailer when I get off live, okay? But, you know, oh, and there's another surprise that I'm going to wait to tell you guys about when Do We Have a Problem drops. And the hint for that surprise is that when Little Baby and I did the first song, it wasn't our favorite song. It wasn't either of our favorite songs, right? So we ended up doing another song. But then when we did the other song grew on us, grew on everybody. And so we both decided, like, slam, I don't know if it's, I don't know if you could put out just one. They both so magical. So what I will say is you guys might be in for a real special treat. And that's what I will say about that. If you comment about my filter, you will be blocked on the spot. Okay? When I get a little halfway decent, I will come back on live. But right now, toe up from the flow up. Okay? Hey, you can come in.
Where you want me to set up?
You can set up on the pool table. So, nobody's with you, right?
No.
Okay. So y'all, but I want to say this. You got the stuff that I've been seeing y'all doing, like promoting the song like a street team. Y'all be having me cracking up nonstop. I love y'all so much. Nobody can compare. Nobody will compare. Nobody can ever compare to y'all. The Do We Have a Problem trailer is a sneak peek of the video. The song comes out February 4th, which is on this coming Pink Friday. Yes, every Friday from here on out will be Pink Friday. You have to call Friday by Pink Friday for the rest of your life, okay? So that's where we are with that. What else should I say? Oh, I will be doing some interviews today, so shout out to the people that I'm doing interviews with. If I didn't do an interview with somebody in your city, you guys, let me know what radio station you really rock with in your city, and maybe I'll call into there. I am about to post the trailer, and I'm going to be posting the pre-save link right now as well. Make sure y'all go and pre-save the song, or pre-add the song, or pre-buy the song, or whatever y'all pre-do. What else? Do you guys have any questions? OTM Room says, I'm so excited. Are the interviews all for Do We Have a Problem? What else would they be for if I was doing interviews today, child? Are the interviews that you doing today for the song you finna drop the trailer to today? This ain't about Papa Bear today. No Papa Bear questions, child. Papa Bear. Papa Bear don't like letting Mama Bear sleep. How about that? So, Tay, am I missing anything? Tay, pull up on live and see what they saying. Are they asking any questions that I should see? That I should answer? Today is a very special day because the queen is pregnant. And I don't know why, like, I felt so emotional. I see why people always used to be saying, like, why y'all be acting like if a celebrity do something, y'all be acting like it's y'all, or y'all be acting so emotional about it. I finally I finally felt that for myself, just being a fan and looking and seeing Ree pregnant. Like, I finally saw what that feels like to just feel emotional or overjoyed for somebody else that has nothing to do with you, just because you know what they put in, like how much work they've put in, how much they've done for us. Like, you know, people don't realize when especially a person like Rihanna that's been doing this since she was very young, you give up so much. And yes, the reward is amazing, but yes, you give away so much. So when the universe starts giving that back to you in the form of these kinds of gifts, it's just emotional, you know? So that's incredible. Happy for both Ree and Rocky. Yes, where you guys are getting merch. Yep, you guys are. Now, y'all know my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies of all time is Salt, with one of my favorite people in the world, Angelina Jolie. So that's all I'll say. Salt and Angelina Jolie. Yeah. Okay, so after I post the trailer, eventually it'll be on YouTube. But first, I will post it on IG. We had like 200,000 people vote for me to post the trailer today still. So I'm going to post the trailer, okay? Be safe, be blessed. I'm going to come back on live after I look halfway decent to talk to you guys about the trailer and to see if y'all have any questions about what's to come. You'll hear a little part of the song on the trailer, but you won't really understand and really get the full grasp of the song sonically, I don't think. So please don't try to judge the song by the trailer, chat. You gotta hear it in its entirety. But wait, did I talk about Heavy on it? Because I said Heavy wanted the update in the booth, and somebody gonna tell me I was saying a Fabio Foreman ad-lib, chat. No. That's the Onika Tanya Mirage ad-lib. Okay, shout out to them. And I love Fabio, so yup. It's beef, but it's good beef. Shout out to Bloody, Bobby, all of y'all. But shout out to my niggas just on the boulevard, Rockaway Boulevard, Southside Jamaica Queens, all the way in that area. All of the niggas that was in that video with me when we was saying Heavy on it, when they put me on to Heavy on it, and I was cracking up laughing. I love y'all. I missed you too. I'm very happy to be, quote unquote, back doing what made us first fall in love. When I first started doing music, when I first came on social media, on Twitter, from MySpace, I just used to have so much fun with my fans. And that's why I think we built such a strong, core and great relationship that people can't take it from me. People can't take me from them. Because we just belong to each other. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm blabbering now. I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna post the trailer. Okay, y'all? Is there anything that I'm missing? Any question that you guys need to ask? I'm thinking. February 4th. Yup. What else? Okay, guys, I love you too, okay? Bye. Is this on the album? Well, one of the two Little Baby records are on the album, and that's all I'll say about that. And maybe you'll be getting a sneak peek of the second Little Baby song. I don't know, but shout out to Little Baby. They don't want to see Lil Baby with the Barbie. Shout out to Tate. Tate, I see you, boo. I see you, Tate. I see you, Tate Cobain. I see you, boo, boo. Oh, yes. It's about that time to announce my record label, y'all. I will be back soon to talk about that, okay? In the meantime, God bless you. Wear your mask, okay? Ski mask way. Ski mask way. Why do I hear my son? Papa been doing Papa been doing the utmost. All right, y'all, let me go. I'm about to post it, okay? I love you guys very, very much. I love you so. And shout out to 50. Shout out to 50. Congratulations, 50. Proud is an understatement. Proud is an understatement. And if you know, you know. Like, I'm just, yes. Let's go. Queens, get the motherfucking money. What up, y'all? It's Nicki Minaj, and you're checking out the Dana Cortez show, because that is my baby, and she is pretty, and that is a bob.
Oh, my God. Do we have a problem?
No, we don't have a problem, hopefully.
Hopefully not.
What's good? Nicki Minaj. I'm feeding off of your energy. We do the morning show. We've been up since the crack of dawn, reading your Instagram, reading your Twitter. I'm literally feeding off of the energy that you're conveying through your social media. You must be super excited because we haven't gotten any music from you in a minute. What's going on today for you?
And first of all, let me say that I appreciate you guys taking time to do this with me. Yes, I am very, very excited for my fans to hear what I've been working on. You know, I took a bit of a break, I guess you would say. Mm-hmm. People didn't realize, like, it's been like 3 years before since I dropped something of my own song, my own video, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm ecstatic because, you know, when you're in a good space mentally, everything else kind of follows suit. And that's what I think I just feel like I'm in a good space in terms of knowing how to navigate my music career now, knowing how to navigate through all of the things that come with this. You know, I finally feel like I have my balance where where I'm not paying attention to the shit I shouldn't be paying attention to, and where I'm paying attention to who and what I should be paying attention to. Now, in terms of the music, on this Friday, we call it every Friday Pink Friday, February 4th, we're putting out Do We Have a Problem featuring Little Baby. And, you know, shout out to Joseph Sikora and Corey Hardick for playing a part in the video. I posted a trailer on Instagram today. They were a delight to work with. It was shot by Benny Boom. And you know, 50 Cent gave us his blessing. You know, so it is like a little movie thing that I'm trying out, child, you know what I'm saying? So that I wouldn't
But you said something important. You talked about your focus, your mental health. You're a mom. You're a working mom. You've got, you know, your life, your priorities together. How has becoming a mother, I'm a mother of 3 beautiful daughters. How has becoming a mother changed the music, the focus, the way you allow people to treat you, your body, like the whole idea? For me, it made things different. What do you feel now that your baby boy is just beautiful? People, I just look and I just see you and you just seem so happy and just excited about life.
Thank you. You know what? Yes. And shout out to your daughters as well. You know what? For instance, when I was pregnant, there was a song. We were like, my label wanted me to go full out with a single and everything, right? When I was pregnant. And I couldn't bring myself to put out a song about pussy and dicks and sucking and eating. I couldn't bring myself to put a record out like that while my son was growing in my body. I I don't, nothing wrong with anybody who was able to do it. But with me, I just felt in a very different new space.
It's like a sacred space.
Very, yes. It was it feels like a very sacred thing when you are bonding. Sometimes I would just want to be by myself for hours and hours and hours. Just me and my baby. He's in my stomach, but I know he's understanding mama and feeling mama, and I'm understanding and feeling him. It's so funny, but I kept explaining how my son was gonna be. And I know people probably thought I was crazy, but I knew certain character traits just from him being in my stomach. That's to tell you how much of a sacred space that is. So the last thing I was about to do while I was having this young boy in my stomach was get on a song and talk about pussy and dick and pussy and dick and sucking and fucking. So I said, you know what, let's wait. So to be honest, my fans don't know this, but we were gearing up to do this like, a year and a half, 2 years ago. But I just was not mentally prepared to do that. You know what I'm saying? And as a woman and as a mother, you have every right to make that choice. You decide what's comfortable and convenient for you when you are with child. Nobody else decides. Nobody else knows what it's feeling like. And you start that process immediately, how you're going to train your children. You know what I'm saying? As soon as that child is in your stomach. So that's what I did. I wasn't comfortable. Now, right now, I'm back to talking about whatever I want to talk about on the records. But it's still, to me, it still feels like overkill. A lot of stuff that I'm hearing, and a lot of even stuff that people are sending me. If it's too much of the sexual stuff, it feels, it's just not making me feel super comfortable anymore. I will, and this is the last thing I want to say on it. Gunna came to my studio, right? Months ago. And he asked me to get on his song, Pussy Power. I heard the beat and I was like, oh my God, this beat is out of here, blah, blah, blah. And no lie, I sat with the song for months and months and couldn't bring myself to write to the record. I couldn't bring myself to do it. With, it was like the moaning and the groaning on the track. And I knew, to me, I feel like you either gonna do it or don't do it. So I knew in order to get on a track like that, I would have to be explicit. In my opinion, I would have to really kill it and be explicit and talk that real talk. And I wasn't ready. I just wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. He, of course, he don't care, child. He got Champagne Poppy, boo, on the song.
He's like, I'm good. We good. I know. I got it.
Yeah, but that's just to tell you how being a mom has changed me. To answer your question, Mama.
I don't know that everybody these two men can understand it, but I figure
we're married. So
I know, but it's different. Together. It's different when you carry a child.
Well, I understand what you're talking about the sacredity of the child, because you block your child from that. Meanwhile, my mother, she had me in a strip club when she was pregnant, and I came out the way I did. So
you did a good job.
You did a great thing, Nikki.
You were good.
Really?
Dude, yeah, she had to go pick up my dad one night. And okay. So she had to go into the strip club with me there. So that was the first time I've been to the strip club.
But being a mom now, is the music going to be different? Are we getting is this going to be a new Nicki Minaj?
I think it's a new and improved Nicki Minaj. I'm still talking that talk, because that's my real life that I've experienced. So I have to talk. I have to talk about the hood because that's where we're from. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to start rapping about Beverly Hills now because, it's not authentic to me. But and also to be honest, it's a little bit of full circleness happening too, because I'm kind of like, I'm creating music kind of like how I used to create music when I first started rapping, like on my mixtapes, which is just having a great experience, enjoying it, being in the moment, staying present in the moment, and seeing what happens.
Now, being Mexican American, being Latina, I was so excited when you got together with Karol G and you guys did through. So I have to ask you, and I don't know if this is a possibility, if you've thought about it or whatnot. Would you ever do a collaboration with Bad Bunny? Is that something you would think about doing?
Of course.
Oh,
what? Of course.
Okay. I think the way you rap, first of all, is ridiculous. I just think you're one of the best rappers. I hate when people say female rappers. No, you're one of the best rappers, period. And he's got that vibe. And I just think it would make, I don't know. I think there'd be some magic, right?
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
He got a dope vibe. What I love most about him, not only is he a hit maker, but he knows who the fuck he is, and he don't give a fuck how you feel. Ding, ding, ding.
That's like you. That's why I think you guys would work well together.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got rap hits, you got pop hits, you got reggae hits, you got reggaeton hits, you got R&B hits. On this next album, what are we gonna get? We get a little bit of everything, or what are we getting? Hard ass Nicki, mixtape Nicki.
Oh, you gonna get some? You got to get mixtape Nicki. I mean, I just feel like that's what's needed right now. Like, oh my god, you know. And I can only do what I can do, and I decided personally with myself, shine at what you do. Don't try to do what anybody else do, because you can't do that.
Nope.
Shine at what you do. You understand? And so what I do is write raps that connect with people, that make people want to sing along and channel their inner bad bitch, or channel whatever it is that they feel. And that's what I do. And I love it. I love giving that good energy to people and making them feel like, yo, I'm speaking for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna do. So yes, the album, you're gonna get that mixtape Nicki. You're gonna get hints of other things, of course, but yes, you're gonna get that mixtape Nicki.
For the past decade, Nicki, you've been helping uplift artists all the way from, you got Lil Uzi Vert to, each of the Migos, and, the list goes on. And of course, you have Lil Baby on this next one. But what are some other artists who you may consider up and coming, or, some other artists that we may not know?
Who are you going to introduce us
that you want to work with?
Yeah.
Up and coming artists? Well, I can give you
if you co-sign or you jump on somebody's track, that's an immediate, people are paying attention. It's just different levels.
I can give you some tea. I recently sent a verse back to a female.
Oh. Which female?
We ain't gonna tell nobody, girl. Just tell us.
You tell us. We won't tell no one else.
I can't tell you that because it's, Oh,
come on. You can tell us. Tell us.
It's her moment to be able to say when and how she wants. But
you think she don't want you telling people? Girl.
I caught that little
mujer.
We're talking.
Mujer, dímelo.
She said, you think she wants you to tell the world?
No, not yet. But but I will say that I had been getting a lot of songs from a lot of girls that I like, but it wasn't tapping into me, right? So 4 girls, 4 or 5 actually, 5 girls sent me a song. 5 different girls sent me a song. And the 6th girl, the 6th one, won me over with the record. So it wasn't about anything else, right? Because for me to listen to the song, whatever, I obviously already like the person, but the 6th girl won me over. And you're not, and Barbs, don't try to figure out who it is, because I'm not following the person. Mind your business. Mind your business.
Nah, the thing, your fans are, they're relentless. They're gonna figure it out.
Yes. They ain't gonna figure this one out though, because like I said, I'm not following the person. I don't think I've ever spoken about the person. So mind your business, Barbs. Just be easy and let me do this. Okay. Boom.
I'm a Barbs from Arizona, Nicki, and I'm sorry, I'm getting into
Shout out to Arizona.
We've been Barbs.
I think is the 6th MC who sent you this verse. Is she also a mother?
I'm not saying.
God.
You can ask another hint question, but I'm not answering that.
Okay.
Is she from New York?
She is from the universe.
Oh my gosh. Do you feel a personal responsibility as a woman, as arguably, just reading your stats, we could have come in here and done the whole stats and everybody knows. Do you feel a personal responsibility to uplift other women, to open the doors? I like I said, I get so tired of people. Nicki, for the female rap, as a woman in this industry, I'm tired of it. You're just a great rapper. You're a great hip hop artist. Do you feel pressure to help other women, or do you just want to do that?
Well, I think there used to be some pressure because I felt like I had to care about what other people were saying. But no, now I don't care about what anyone is saying. I'm going to work with who I want to work with when I want to work with them. And you know what? Go through the list. Go through the list of girls that you think are popping right now that have broken through in female rap. And then once you make the list, make another column that says, has Nicki worked with her? Did Nicki work with this person? Did Nicki give this person a verse?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you check green checks all the way down, then I guess I've been supporting the women in my culture.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so for sure. Now, obviously, you and Drake work together. You make magic. Is that going to happen? Are we going to see any of that coming soon?
Oh yeah. I hope to make magic with Poppy because he just gets it and he gets me. He's very helpful in every way. I'm gonna meet up with him again, but he came in. He already came in and assisted the queen on another, 3-point, all naked.
Have your children met? Have the kiddos met?
He invited me to the baby's party, but it was last minute. He invited me to Adonis's party. He invited Papa Bear to Adonis's party, but it was last minute, and I was bummed out. But it was during that mommy time where you be there. You be lucky if you even able to brush your hair that week. It was during that time, so I didn't. So being that I was told a little bit last minute, I didn't have a time to get me together, get Papa together. I gotta get his hair done. So we weren't able to go, but he definitely invited Papa. Shout out to Adonis, very smart, cute, sweet. Mama is clearly doing the right thing with Adonis.
Oh, for sure. I mean, honestly, I just want to present you with something before we leave because I'm just a super fan. We really are Barb's here, and I want to make you an honorary certified chingona. Now,
chingona.
So a chingona is a mujer, a woman who's fearless. She's a badass. She's a boss, and she's unapologetic for all of the above. So on behalf of all Latinas, especially las Mexicanas, I want to make you a chingona if you'll accept.
I proudly accept. Thank you. Yo soy chingona.
So new music featuring Lil Baby. Sis, do we have a problem?
Yes.
Oh, I feel like we got a problem for people in the industry.
Yeah, well, I'm always gonna be that girl, the bad guy Chun-Li. And so, it is what it is. I'm always gonna say what I gotta say on my records because that's when I'm supposed to talk. But I will say Lil Baby murdered this record. He came so hard. Pause. And we did 2 songs actually. Yes. And I might let people hear a little piece of it once this record comes out on February 4th. So you never know. It might be a surprise, but we're putting out the video as of now. As long as everything goes according to plan, I will put out the visual as well on February 4th. When the video comes out, you might get a taste of the other song, and then the fans will be able to decide what is their favorite Nicki Baby collab.
So is the video or the treatment for the new song, is it going to be anything like the trailer? Because the trailer looked like a movie. Like,
yes.
Nicki, you be raising the bars when it comes to your videos. So I feel like it's going to be a movie that leading into the second Lil Baby teaser.
Well, it is being shot something like a movie. I will say that. Yeah, because my inspiration was Salt, which is one of my favorite Angelina Jolie movies.
Yes.
I always loved that movie. And so this was my little inspiration behind it. And I spoke to the director, Benny Boom, about it. Joseph Sikora and Corey Hardick played their parts exceptionally well. Lil Baby is even a good actor. I cannot believe it. Yes, yes, he got busy. His acting is good, amazing as well. So yeah, we wanted to do something different. I don't want to come back and give people what they keep saying. busting it open right now. I ain't trying to bust it open right now. I just wanted to stay in my lane,
right,
and respect everybody else's lane and just do me.
I mean, but you have your lane is literally your own lane of your own. Like there is no you going into nobody else's lane because you've been Nicki. But with that being said, it's been 4 years since Queen's album. So does that mean with the new single releasing and then the rollout of possible second Lil Baby single too, new album coming this year?
Yes, the new album is coming this year.
Do you have a title for it yet, or is it finished? Where we at?
It's almost finished, and I haven't locked in 100% on the title. I there are working titles right now, but not confirmed.
Not confirmed titles.
No.
Is it still running with the theme of what we were saying? Do we have a problem, or is it like a storyline? Like, what are you thinking? What is your thought process with this album? What's the message we getting across?
Well, I'll let you guys hear the first 2 records first, and then I will let y'all make y'all own decision on that. I mean, I feel like I'm just getting back to basics. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get back to that place in your life where it's just like, wait a minute, all those things that you were doing and you were like thinking it wasn't dope, and turns out it was probably dope, and you go back to that type of thing. That's where I am right now. I'm in that stage. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I should have never doubted Nicki. And that's all I want to do now is be Nicki.
Did you ever doubt Nicki?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, by nature, I am an overthinker. And that's why I always used to like rewrite my verses all the time and do the most. Very critical, very hard on myself.
Right.
And as you get older, you realize what is important and what's not. Yeah. And you realize that people are able to see through the bullshit. They know when they're hearing true, authentic talent. They know when something or someone is genuine. So the things that I thought that I had to prove, I no longer have to prove. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just enjoying it.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, because I know you've been through over the last few years. And I'm just like, if y'all don't leave Nicki alone, like I hear everything. Like, I'm a radio host, and sometimes I'll be on the air. Like, if y'all don't leave her alone, she is classy and she gonna do her damn thing regardless. Now, I did want to say congratulations, because you were on Hip Hop DX's Mount Rushmore. They put up a mural for you in New York. They did one in every city.
Spotify, yes.
You, Kendrick, J. Cole, like, sis, of course Drake too, but how happy were you for that? Did it feel like a moment of finally y'all giving me my damn respect?
Yes, it definitely felt like one of those moments. But I'm at, and shout out to Spotify for doing that. Like that means so much to me and my fans. So shout out to them. But like I said, I'm at the place now where I know, and I think that the confidence, I understand now when people say confidence is quiet and insecurities are loud, because now I see you ain't gotta do all that. The universe does it for you. The universe does it for you. And so, yes, but I'm blessed and honored by them doing that. But do I need to see myself on a mural to know that I'm great and know that I did good, and I made, and I opened doors for girls, and I pushed my pen? No, I don't. I know that now. I know that. I'm confident in that, quietly confident in that now. And I'm also grateful. I'm humble. I'm grateful, because so many huge artists at the top of their career and icons, artists that can never not be an icon anymore at this point. They gave me a chance.
Yeah.
People, so I look back at it and I'm just like, thank you. If you look at Pink Friday and you see the features that were on that album, it's crazy. And the only reason Lil Wayne, his name wasn't on the track list was because he was in jail at the time. Like, it's a blessing. I'm enjoying it, and I thank you. And thank you, for people like you who have a voice and use it. I appreciate that very, very
much. You don't
much.
even know how much I'll be fighting. I'm just a little side note. So our security guard, Jason, He is a Barb stan. Every time I walk in, and he was like, Shay, did you see? You know, I went
Thank you.
I know, I seen it all. And I can't say it like you do because, you know, we got FCC requirements and, you know, I got to be cool, whatever, whatnot. But I am going to say there's a certain way to handle things and you always handle with class. And major shout out to you because that is huge. I'm a big person on representing for women and how to carry yourself appropriately and how to deal with situations appropriately. And Queen, Miss Class, I give you props for that because you better than me. That's a whole lot of times. But
you would have been cussing everybody out.
Honey, y'all forget it. I'm from the hood. It's still in me. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. You can go there.
It's hard. It's
so hard. But wait, can I ask you a question? Because I was reading your face and I loved you hosting Real Housewives of Potomac. But I was reading your face and I was crying because I was like, I know what that face means. How did you feel hosting that show, like the reunion show? Because I'm a real fan. I watch every episode.
I really enjoyed it. Like, I'm not going to lie. I genuinely enjoyed that gig. You know, I enjoyed the women. Like, you know, that's why I still interact with them even now. I enjoyed them. And I appreciated them, like, giving me respect. You know, they didn't have to. They don't have to. They can say what they want. You know what I'm saying? And while I was there, they gave me respect. And that's why it was a great experience. You know, Andy as well. Andy made it so welcoming for me. So I had fun, child. I love all the shadiness, all the looks, all the low stank, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, when it's talking about how many sales and spins versus sales, that's what I was cracking up. Because I was like, I know what you're getting at right now. We know it's a difference. But I also know this, girl. So I did want to ask you because, as you said, there was a lot of respect in your face. Outside of that, I felt like people was coming at you looking for attention, begging for attention. I ain't even gonna say no names because, you know, they're looking for attention. But you still held it down like a classy woman would.
Thank you.
And so how did you feel when you see online that you getting got at and you like,
I ain't even do nothing. See what I did now. See what I done did. Well, I expect certain things from certain people, to be honest. You know, even when I handle it like it's not a big deal. You know, I'm not surprised. You know, a lot of things don't surprise me anymore. I used to get surprised all the time by people, but it's difficult for people to surprise me anymore. So I know how to center myself. You know what I'm saying? But I still got that fire in me. So I just be praying that it doesn't, you know what I'm saying, go to new levels. It's corny. I don't want to do that anymore. Who cares?
Well, the only thing I'm gonna ask is, did you end up mailing a gift?
No, because she's acknowledging my children, and I said, look, I just want to please let your children know that I think that they're just as special as all of the children on the show.
Yeah,
I wanted the children to be able to read my writing saying that, because that's really how I felt and feel. So that was about it. But it's fun. I mean, I had a little fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, you know, when I'm not putting on my music, I get entertained just like everybody else, you know, by stuff. But right now it's showtime.
Yeah, she back to the music.
That's right.
By the way, shout out to you because you definitely better than me. I mean, I just personally didn't like the fact that somebody tried to attack you when it came to kids, and I know you don't play when it comes to kids. So for me, I was like, you're going too far, but we're gonna move on. So
it's all right.
You also had said that you have a HBO Max docuseries coming.
Mm-hmm.
Is that finished? Are you still recording? Where are we with this?
Well, hold on. I'm sorry.
Just to recap, HBO Max docuseries, is that still coming, or is that still in the works? Or
my docuseries is still in the works.
Okay. So coming soon?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. And then before I let you go, I did want to ask you, since so much has changed with you the last few years, getting married, having Papa Bear, how do you think that's influenced or changed your music? Like, has that influenced that at all?
Well, it's given me, new subject matter, of course, for the album. But in terms of me, how I view rap music, no. I'm still gunning. I'm still going super duper hard. That's never going to change.
Love it. Love it. I can't wait for this. Well, we are all exceptionally excited for the new single. No Problem, Lil Baby, drops this Friday. And the visual's coming too.
Yes.
And are there any last words you want to say to your fans real quick?
My darlings, I love you so much. Thank you so much for everything y'all are doing to promote. I know that I'm blessed because of the fans that the Lord gave me. So y'all, I love you. I can't wait to see you guys, when we go on tour and have fun, be performing and stuff like the old times. That's about it.
Wait. I had one more question just because it came up today. So of course, Rihanna announced she's pregnant, and you've been a woman as well who don't need nothing for nobody. What do you get Riri for her baby shower? See?
That's a great question.
See?
I gotta think about it.
That's one of those things. It's like, what do you get a woman that has everything?
I gotta think.
Well, I appreciate you. And I'm gonna let you think about it because you got a whole 6, 7, 8, 9 months to think about it. Now, thank you again for checking in with us. I really appreciate you. We are so excited for the new project, the new single dropping Friday. Everybody's gonna be tuned in. Look out for the visuals. Shay Diddy, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. Hi, y'all.
And I just have one question, Nikki. Do we have a problem?
No, we don't. I hope we don't.
How you doing, Nikki?
You know what? I cannot complain. A lot of people didn't make it to see today. It's been a lot of, it's been a lot of going on post-COVID. So I'm blessed. Thank you for asking.
We're so happy that you're back.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, after the mixtape, I didn't know how long you was going to be gone. I'm happy that the mixtape was finally able for everybody to hear it, the masses.
Right.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Yes. Thank God. I feel the same way, because some people that may not have caught me during that time in my career, now they got to experience something. And then for the majority of my fans, it was just they could hear that. It's probably my laugh. It was just a nostalgic time. So for my fans, and it actually got me back into writing and creating. Yeah, I said that. I credited Drake with that because he sent me that song, and when listening to them kill that song like that, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even want to do the song, to be honest, seeing green at first. And then I'm like, nah, I gotta do what I gotta do. I revisited the rap, my verse, 5, 6 more times, and sent Drake a bunch of different edits. But finally, everything came out and it went well. And I do thank goodness that the label pushed me to even put that mixtape out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't think they were going to get it done. But yes, it played a major part. So thank you for mentioning that.
So I was telling him earlier, when you had dropped Seeing Green, we ran it, Nikki, no lie, 10 times in a row. Kid you not. 10 times. On the morning show, we ran it 10 times. We was like, hold on, run that back, Nikki back. It was crazy. So we're excited just to have you back on a record. And then obviously you always hold your own on records with other men. And so now that brings us to Do We Have a Problem? And you and Lil Baby. We're excited about that, of course.
Yes. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You were saying I always hold my own. And earlier I told on Instagram, I was saying that Baby bodied on Do We Have a Problem? So my fans was over there panicking, talking about, oh, if you better not have let him body you. I love that energy when people have energy like that about rap. But you know what? Baby is up there. If anybody didn't know that, I think it's pretty obvious because of even when he features, with Drake, he holds his own. But yes, he
embodied this song. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what? I'm not taking the L. You know why I'm not taking the L? You know why I'm not taking the L?
Why?
Because Baby, he didn't just write one verse. You know what I'm saying? He wrote a couple different verses or whatever. And I, of course, picked the best verse. If I was a hater, I would have said, Baby, the other verse is better. But I'm not a hater, and Baby is that.
Was that the only song y'all did, Nikki?
Huh?
Was that the only record y'all did?
We did a second record, and I might do a sneak peek of it when I drop Do We Have a Problem?
Ooh. Yep. The trailer. Because it took me back to, we always knew that Nikki always had these characters, right? And like even in school, you doing theater and stuff, like as soon as you dropped the trailer, I was like, oh, Nikki's in that full actress mode. How was it working with Corey and Joseph?
So good. Well, first of all, I was just surprised that they were both super humble. They were both like easy to work with, good spirited, like rooting me on and helping me and giving me like pointers and tips and stuff. Mm-hmm. I was shocked because you never know when you meet somebody if they're gonna be Hollywood or whatever. So you just never know. So you just have to keep your guard up. And with them, they were like, I was like, oh, okay, now I see why they're constantly working, because they bring a good vibe.
And how has motherhood been for you? I mean, how many words do your son know right now?
Oh my God. Like a million times a day, my son thinks he is so grown. He is one. And he says, what you doing? What you doing? Like, he can't say it like that. But he like, if you just come out of nowhere, like if you're watching his little show and you just come out of nowhere and be like, hey, Papa, he be like, what you doing? What you doing? Who you talking? But you know, he says all of the regular, you know, well, he says Dada and Daddy a bunch of times. He says Mama, but sometimes he says Nana instead of Mama. He says like all of the stuff. But the thing with him is if whatever word you say right then and there, he'll repeat it back to you. You know what I'm saying? He's very, very alert. He's very alert. Yes.
Does he know your music? Does he know that this is Mama on the radio or this is Mama in the car?
This is okay. So this is what we're trying to figure out. Like, I don't know when, you know, how do children, you know, get to that point if their parent is like a music artist or something like that? Because I don't know. But he loves being in the studio. And of course, I'm like, no, you're not doing music. I'm not having it. But whenever he knows I'm in the studio, it's like pushes. He tries. He cries to get in the studio. He wants to sit. I recorded his little voice the other day for something. But I'm trying to figure that out too. So he'll be in the studio. He'll look at me and he's hearing Mama's voice coming through the speaker, and he'll show us that I know that voice, right? But he can't say it. So you know, what he's been doing now is just he's doing his dance, his little go Papa, go. He hears music now. He starts singing Go Papa. I'll be like, it ain't about right now, Go Papa. But every time he hear music, he do his dance and come on.
Do you have any advice for mothers in balancing their career for them, you know, being a mother now? Like, do you have any advice on how to balance all of that?
I wish I did. I mean, I really feel like I'm still figuring it out. Like, what is the secret? How do people do it? I guess the secret is having help, you know, people that you really trust around you. But I don't know. I mean, what I've been trying to remind myself of lately is like, yo, stay in the moment. Stay in it. Stay in it. This is a good moment. This is a good moment. This is a good moment. Keep on, you know, telling myself that one day I'm going to look back and remember my son at this age, and I can't get that back. So I have to enjoy and appreciate the moment. But it's difficult as a mother, as a person that's got to go back to work. What I will say is doing this, having a baby with my career, it made me respect women, working moms so much more than I didn't understand. I didn't understand before. I didn't understand that every time you got to go to work or go anywhere and look and turn around and see your child and know that you're not bringing your child with you, it hurts. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you have to do. If you got to get on the bus,
gotta get in the car. That it don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? So it just reminds me now to even when it's frustrating, even when I'm not getting any sleep, when I look at my son, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? And I'll take that. But is it a lot of work? It's a lot of work. Am I happy that I purposely waited so that I can do a lot of stuff and be able to travel at the drop of a dime? Yes. I would not advise anyone to rush into motherhood. Motherhood is not about or should not be about keeping a man or going viral.
I'm glad you said that. Your friend Rihanna is reportedly pregnant, and I saw you on Instagram giving her nothing but much love.
Oh yeah. Because I guess I don't know. I just had that vibe last time I was with them, and I was saying some things I don't know, and my son was just loving her, and she was so into the baby. And now looking back, that's what happens. You're more intrigued by little babies when you're about to, have a baby and stuff like that. So looking back, yes, I mean, she's beautiful. Everything she does, she does it in an iconic way. She does everything on her own terms. But as a human, I'm just happy for her, the human being, because I know that she's about to experience a different kind of joy. You know what I'm saying? That and in words. So I'm happy for her, because when you do all of this stuff, even if you're not a big star or whatever, when you put in that work as a woman, that's to me, that's like your reward from the universe. You know what I'm saying? It's not a purse or a car, shit that I don't give a fuck about. It's something that is going to keep on giving. Every single day, I say this, every single day my son gives me a new gift. Watching him learn how to do stuff, it's just rewarding to me. So I'm happy for her.
I think when we see people like you and her working women who work so hard and actually did it their way and makes us happy. I saw where you said on your live earlier, you was like, I don't get how people are happy. Well, you didn't understand who got happy over celebrity pregnancies. And when you saw Rihanna announce her pregnancy, it was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. But I think people saw that with you as well, because we saw how hard you worked for so long and you dedicated so much of your time to make sure you get to a certain place in life for you to be able to do that and then do it your way. Sit back, raise your child, and then you come back in the game, or you come and drop records when you want to drop records. So I think that what you saw in Rihanna, we saw for you too, and being excited as well.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh, now I get it, because I was like, they like, I'm sure I didn't understand, but I don't know. It's different. It was a different feeling when I saw, when B announced that she was pregnant. It's still a different feeling for some reason. For some reason, because it's like expected it would be, you know what I'm saying? But with Rhea, it's such a surprise. So that's why you're just like, oh my God. Yeah, I'm you Miss Lady for both of them.
I got a question. I don't know anybody who could beat you in the verses. Do you have anybody you would like to go against, whether it be a male or a female? Because the only person I think that can go against you, they're on your team.
Who?
Drake, Lil Wayne.
She said who?
But see, Drake and Wayne, I don't even. Drake and Wayne have so many bona fide hip hop hits. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I do think there might be a female or two that.
Come on, give us the scoop. Give us the scoop. Come on. Come on, Nikki.
Nikki.
Well, they were
come on. Give it to Houston.
They were talking to me about it, and look, if it's going to be fun and like, and then you never know. That's all I'll say about that. All I'll say about that.
It's more of a celebration, right?
Yeah, it should feel like a celebration. That's exactly what I would like it to feel like. Fun, happiness. Because I haven't been, a lot of times with my career, stuff would feel like work. And now I'm just like, no, everything needs to feel good. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was going to get to the Pink Friday.
Get to it.
Pink Friday, every Friday for the rest of the time. It's Pink Friday, Nikki, right?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know what will happen on each Pink Friday,
but it's going to be a Pink Friday. For the rest of 2022, every Friday is a Pink Friday.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me.